Today we're going to make our own Paul Klee inspired square painting. So we're going to use our shape of the square for our painting today. I will give you the paint that we need, but what you need to do to get started is get your pencil and your crayons and the white piece of paper out of your baggie. You're going to start by writing your name on the paper and then turning your paper over to get started. What I'm going to do to get started and create my squares to paint in is I'm going to take my pencil and draw straight lines that are vertical. That means they go up and down. I'm going to do this both vertically and horizontally to create a grid. It is an easy way to create lots of squares really quickly. After I do my lines vertically, I'm going to do them horizontally or the opposite way. So I can go all the way across the page and it creates a lot of squares really quickly. Once I've got my grid drawn out in pencils, I'm going to use my crayons and I'm going to go over my pencil lines with all different colors of crayons. I can choose whatever colors I would like to do those lines. That is up to you. But I want to cover every line with different colors of crayons. If it doesn't exactly cover the pencil line, that's okay. It doesn't need to be perfect. The pencil lines are there just to give us an idea. Now that I've gone over all of my pencil lines with my crayons, I'm going to go back in and fill in parts of some of my squares with different colors of crayons. This just makes those squares have a little bit more texture and color before we add paint to them. What is really awesome is that crayons and watercolor paint don't mix, so we will still be able to see these lines even though we're going to paint over our crayon marks. Add some crayon marks to every square, or at least most of the squares, before we get started with painting. Now that I've got some color in about half of my squares, I'm ready to start painting. I will give you a watercolor tray, a brush, and a cup with a little bit of water in it. Now the key to being able to use watercolors is we want to use a lot of water. I'm putting lots of water in and I'm gently swirling my brush in the color that I want. I'm not digging into my color, I'm gently swirling. I get more water to keep the color very bright and vibrant, and then I can start painting in all of my different squares. Now I'm doing a little bit of red all over before I switch my colors, so that way I don't spend too much time cleaning my brush between colors. I'm going to do a little red all over before I switch colors. When I'm ready to switch colors, make sure you rinse your brush really well in the water. Use lots of water on that color and swirl it around really gently. I'm not digging into my watercolor. Remember, I'm just swirling really gently and I'm starting to add color to my squares. We can add as many different colors as we want, but I don't want to put every color everywhere. If I mix all the colors together, it will just kind of turn brown. So I want to make sure my colors stay mostly separate. I don't want to mix them together too much. Keep adding colors until all of your squares have paint in them. Use as many or as few colors as you want. I just chose to use 4 colors, red, yellow, purple, and blue in mine. I wanted to keep it really simple. If you wanted to use every color in yours, you could. Remember, we're just not going to color all of them every color. We want to make sure we can see the different colors in our painting. And remember, we're going to be really gentle with our brush and use lots of water. When you're all done, you'll have a really cool Paul Klee inspired squares painting that we can hang up and enjoy.